Hi traders, Alberto here. Today's July 22nd Asian session. I already sent out the signal, so you should have that. And this tutorial, I just wanted to just show a very simple strategy just using a few indicators. MACD, 10 moving average line, candlesticks, and pivot points. Okay, so the first one is, correlation, correlated pairs. Best trade setups is when you find, for example, the euro is very weak against other pairs. So I've taken, I'm looking at the euro Aussie, euro yen, euro USD, euro pound, and euro CAD. So the euro against all these pairs are very strong, very weak rather. So how do we trade this? Continuation pattern. What I need, and let me just go over to the 1 hour chart. So just a checklist. Just like, for example, let's look at euro pound. In a downtrend, MACD lines are separated going down below the zero line. They are coming together right now, but we're still in a downtrend. Price is below the central pivot point on the 1 hour chart, and it's getting ready to break Tuesday's low. When the body closes below Tuesday's low, then we should take that trade. I already entered that trade, and give you an example, look at yesterday's trade. Here was a trend line, and the two lines of MACD crossed to the downside. Price broke below. Let's see if the pivot points for yesterday, and here it is. This was yesterday's pivot points. Price below the central pivot point, price below the 10 moving average line, two lines on MACD crossing to the downside. So that was a trade, and it's happened again today. Price below the central pivot point, and price is ready to break below the swing low. It's actually broken the today's or Tuesday's swing low, and it's continuing to go down. Okay. Now I look at all the euro crosses, and I see they all look identical, which means the euro dollar is very weak across the board, and so I'm looking for indicators to help me with this trade. So what do I need? Again, here's the euro Australian dollar. Price below the central pivot point, which is this blue line right here. The two lines of MACD crossing to the downside, and price, the candlestick, is below the 10 moving average line, and then it has also broken below Tuesday's low. Okay, so that's how we know the market is continuing on a downtrend. For further confirmation, look at a 4 hour chart. Is price below the central pivot point? Yes, that's that blue line right here. And has price broken the swing low? And that's right there. And are the two lines in MACD crossing to the downside? So they are. So I'll use the 4 hour chart for confirmation. Place my trades on the 30-minute or the 1 hour chart. Let's look at another pair. Price, here's the trend line on the euro yen, and price MACD is below the zero line, and if you, let me just draw a zero line and make this a little bit bigger. So that's a zero line. When MACD is below the zero line, when histogram starts dipping below, then there's bearish sentiment in the markets. And we're in a downtrend anyway, so it's broken. We have lower lows. This was the trade for Tuesday, and the market's continuing to go down. Now, anticipate any retracement before the European session. So this is the initial reaction. The market may retrace. Most likely it will, and then that will be an opportunity during the European session to sell the euro yen. Euro dollar, the same thing. We're in a strong downtrend, continuation pattern, price below the central pivot point. The two lines have crossed to the upside on MACD on the 1 hour chart, but it is still below the zero line, and I anticipate some sort of retracement before the market turns around and heads south. Okay, here's euro pound. Euro pound is probably the best trade, since it looks like it's about 6 minutes before closing below the trend line. So we have a body of a candle that closes below the swing low of Tuesday, and that's an indication of continuation pattern, just like the day before. Here's a trend line on Monday heading into Tuesday, and the market just was below the central pivot point, below the 10 moving average line, and also MACD lines angled and separated going down. Okay, so that's it for the tutorial. Please email me if you have any questions. You can always contact me on my website, fx-northwest.com. There's a contact page, and just send me an email. Have a good trading week, and thanks for watching.